Hey Stampers, Gaynor again. I'm checking lights, camera and sound and it's all on. And I got a card this morning, absolutely gorgeous, with this lovely little stamp on there saying handmade in Cornwall by Jan. And this is one of the stamps that Mr. B made for one of my beautiful subscribers and one of the ladies in group. So I just want to show you, I've got this somewhere. The lovely Brenda sent it to me. I adore it, and look how wonderful this card is. Look at those little flowers on the embossing folder. Oh, I hope you cut all this out from the back of this card that way, because you covered it up. But what a sweet, sweet little card, and it just says thanks there. These beautiful pearls down the side. I adore it, and she's popped it all on dimensionals. It's fabulous. It says to Gaynor and Mr. B. Sorry, haven't thanked you sooner, only hubby's not been too good with his treatment. Oh, I do apologise, my darling. A very big thank you for my stamp, Mr. B. I love it. Thank you. Also, Gaynor, thank you for the ephemera you sent. I have got a few of your videos to catch up on, which I always love watching, especially your albums. Love and best wishes, Janet G, Cornwall. Thank you so much. Do you know, things like little things like that really cheer me up. And thank you. God bless my little darling. So I'll pop that on my unit later. I'm coming back actually with week, what number is it? Week 39 sketch. Oh, and it's this one. It's 5 shapes. There's another one behind there. The bow is optional. I've added that extra. And I've added these also extra because it just recalled 5 shapes, all the same. 2 there, 3 there, and a flower with, well, it looked, I can't, let me see if I can find a picture. Oh, let me see if I can get it up for you. Facebook. Turn off, no. Right, let's look for Stamp with Joy. There is this week's sketch. So I decided to add, with these fun papers, these beautiful little creatures. Creatures I can't really say. Well, they are and they aren't. So these are the ones I add. They are called Cute Sunshine Summer Stamps from the In Love Arts. So I've used the ice cream, the crab, which I've already got, your starfish, which is representing my flower, and the little octopus down here. This is going on the inside because I have an ice lolly on the inside of this one. So cuteness overload. I just thought I'd incorporate them and do my In Love Arts project all at the same time. So I'm going to show you what I've done to make it. I'm going to make my bow first. I think I fetched way too much over, but none to worry. I can pop it. If it's a little bit left though, I can do a knot, as they say, on a project. So while it's in this state, I can manipulate the cord. Me and Mr. Boyce are catching up with Wentworth. Oh my goodness, I love that show. I've just been watching, we're on season 7, episode 2 we've just watched, I think, or 3. No, we're up to 1, 2, 1. We've already watched 2, 3. Yeah, 4 we've just watched. So we've got episodes 5. So I'm going to do this. I've got a little container that I keep little bits in, just to make a nice little knot. And if I want it smaller, I can leave it smaller, and then I use that on another project. Oops, she says. I need to. So I can pop that in my little container out the way, and I haven't wasted none. And I've also got my bow ready to go on this card, so I can see it needs trimming a little bit more, and so does that. Perfect. So that's the start of our project. I'm going to zoom in so you can see me do everything else, and pop those ones to the one side. So my card base is a top folding note card, as they call the tent card. I've got my designer series paper, which is from the range. It's Do you know, I can't even got the cover on it no more, but it was all sea involved, ocean involved. I'm going to strip for the inside. I'm going to pop that on this side this time. Oh, have I zoomed in too much? Let's go out a little bit. That's better. So this is 3/4 by the length of my card, which is 5 7/8. And I'm going to keep it this way round so it can still make out the nautical side, because it has flowers on the other side. And I was thinking, why, unless they're water lilies. So on the other card, I added it on that side. On this one, I'm going to add it on this side. And I'm just going to leave myself a little white gap down the bottom. And don't worry, as long as you can close your card, there's a little bit poking out, we can take our scissors and just trim that off. Now I've got glue all over my scissors. Gaynor's a silly sausage. Best way to do that is just take your glue eraser and give your scissors a quick clean. I have to do it now, otherwise I forget later, and then when I come to do another project, I'll be wondering why I can't open my scissors. There we go. Perfect. Now, do I keep it all the same way? Let's do a layout. I like to do a layout first. These are 5 pieces of different cardstock, and they all measure 1.5 by 1.5. And I'm going to round, there it is, the corners of opposite ends to get the shape. So there's that shape I'm after. Whoops. I mean, I could have used a plain piece of paper and then not use, well, you saw the sketch. It's entirely up to you to make your own interpretation. Why does this do this? Make sure you're turning all the way around. So I've got my shapes. I like to empty it. There we go, clicky, clicky. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down, because I've also got my punch that gives me those little loops. So I did it on that piece last time. I'm going to do it on this piece this time. There's something stuck in there. There it goes, it's out. So I like to turn this around so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Oops, yeah, a little join there, see it there, right there. So I'll just snip that round. Ready for the next one. And then just put the last bit in. Yeah. Perfect. There's that little shape. Now we can have a little mess around. We're going to add that onto there. These are both 5 7/8 by 3/4 of an inch. Do you know what? I've made a boo-boo. I'm going to actually do that again. So I'm going to try and keep that end. All the way along, because it's going to get glued down anyway, you're not going to see it. That's better. I've got an even shape. If you notice here, this bit juts out a little bit more than that. Now I've got a perfect edge. If I was 2 sides too, we could have just done it to that, I suppose, as well, but No, I think I've got that just how I want it now. That's going to get glued right on top of there, just like that. So let's just get our glue. And lay this down. Make sure it's right on the edge. Perfect. There we go, there's that shape. Cute, cute, cute. And then obviously, ooh, that looks a bit weird on that side. So we could keep it like this. And then we can plan where we tend to put our shapes. I don't want the same. Or we can then, because we don't want the same, turn this over. And make sure that we've got our points all going that way on this side. Like so. And then these two are to fit, and then the points on that side to follow this pattern down that side. I mean, that was the actual card with this over the top and a flower going across where our sentiment would be. So easy as, but I quite like this this way around. So I'm going to do my card this way around. Or should we just keep it the same? Let's keep it the same. I love nauticals. I love seeing little fishies on cards. I think they're just so sweet. So thank you, Jan, for my card. I really like that. It's so pretty. So my designer series paper is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. These two pieces were 3/4 by 5 5/8, and then obviously we've taken this section and popped that down. So I want them, I think because they're all pretty much the same colour, I'm going to have that one down there. That one's to go in there. Whoa. I did have these at 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, but they tend to be, that one's going there. This one now is going to have to go there, and I don't have a wood one. Oh yes I do, there it is. And that one's going there. Now I've arranged them where I want them, I can glue them into place. And don't get me wrong, I would have loved a little creature on all of those, but with this go running through it, it's sort of like hindered me a little bit. But I think it's cute. And to add different shapes of designer series paper is another way of using up some scraps as well. Quite like this, I think it's rather cute. So we're using that line as our leveling up. Tend to be all quite straight there, and you could be technical I suppose, and just eyeball. I would. I'm not really fussed on this side because my sentiment and starfish are going on there, and then I'm going to glue this section down. Yeah, I love Wentworth. Oh, love it, love it, love it. And that's just going to go straight down there. Let's check that. Yeah, that's nice and straight. So like I say, I've already got the little crab, which I'm going to add on dimensionals. I've lost a strip of paper. I should have had 3. Where's that gone? Oh, Right, let's see what I've got here. There we go, I've got a strip of paper and I want that to be 3/4 of an inch by 5 5/8. 5 7/8 actually. So it's already inside, is it? Yeah, I've already done it. There it is. Oh, see? So while the glue's out, I am going to cut my little donut. And I'm just going to pop that, because it's got a little face on it. They've all got faces on. And I have to put that right there now, with his little smiley face and somewhere to write your message. So my little crab is going on the top one. And now we're going to fetch in some of our Whisper White, and I'm going to be stamping my message in Coastal Cabana. I'm trying to get everything out of the way. And I'm putting Here's to You. Cute. I think the sketches are great. It gives something, it takes all the guesswork out of what card you're going to design that time. I'm going to leave that out because I need my black. So with the Memento black ink, I'm going to stamp my ice cream. How cute. My little octopus, or squid even, it could be. And I'm a starfish. And I'm going to fussy cut them out afterwards. And I think I've just got my finger in the ink. Yep. Inky fingers. Makes a mess. So that's the stamping. What pens did I use? Can I remember? I think I used my Arteza pens. Yeah, I did. So on this one, we've got the light and the dark. So I'm going to zoom you in so I can colour these. So it's the darker, oh no, it's the light. I want the dark in there. Because you can see that's where it goes in. And that would be the shaded part. And I'm gonna dot there now, but I might have to go back over them after I've coloured with the lighter colour. So cute. And his little cheek. Around his little eyes. I think this would make a great seaside themed birthday card. Especially if someone was like in the summer going down to the beach to have a little holiday and it's their birthday while they're away. I think that would be great. So I'm just using circular motions, that way I fill in the pen, you know when you get the pen marks sometimes. I think it's a great way to pull. And it even darkens those up a little bit more. So no pen marks then. And I'm going to go back and I'm going to darken those dots a little bit more. So cute. Right, I'm trying to remember what colour. I think it is those two for my little pot. There's my little sandy pot. But then I suppose we could just colour this in any colour we wanted, really. Would you say that's an ice cream, isn't it? So I wanted this colour, but to represent the wafers, because you'd have an ice cream in a wafer. I think it was this one. Let me check next to it. Yeah, just to darken it a little bit. Down one side. Gone over a little bit, so your white gel pen is your best friend here. That's if you want to get technical. So I've got a slightly different, but it's still representing. And if you wanted to be uber technical, you can draw little wafer lines all over him. How sweet. It's all about the details. How cute is that? That is such a sweet thing. Ooh. Right, now we're red. And I'm gonna have to try and find it. I'll tell you what I'm gonna use on this. I'm going to use my blends, and I'm going to use the light and dark Poppy Parade for this. Well, that's a bit. Oh, I'm going to have to use the other end, and nibs are knackered. And again, I'm doing a circular motion to get rid of the pencil line, the tip pen lines. So I'm helping to blend it all smooth at the same time. Perfect. So what I'm going to do while I've got my white gel pen out as well, obviously I'm going to get rid of that line I made the boo-boo on. And I'm just going to add just a little bit of shading. Light shading down that side. So it looks like the sun's hit it. And then when we go back with the dark, we can light the pot, have the dark coming down from this side. The light's that way. And then go back with our other pen and just blend gently those two colours together. Perfect. How cute is that? Right, let me find the colour. It's like a skin colour for the squid. Just looking. think it was this one, which is peach. You can do them any colour you want. I mean, I'm just having fun. And for him, I'm literally just going to shade down one side again to build up that colour. And then go over his dots. Again, slightly darker than I'd hoped. I'm just going to go back over his legs. Just the last three. Leave those pale. And then pick up some more. Not with this one, obviously, but these, as if the light's coming in from this side. How cute are them? And then the fussy cutting. Couldn't be more straightforward. Just gonna cut them all apart whilst we fussy cut them out. Oh, I hope you can see this, sorry. Now I haven't missed that bit, I'll go back to that bit in a sec. How cute is that? That is scrumptious, I could just eat that myself. I mean, you could leave as much white around them as well as you want. I hope you're in view. Oh, sorry. I can just see a little bit of orange. Poking out there. And there, just. How cute is that? I've got one more to go. The deep thought on that base. I mean, you could leave him like that, but I'm going to go in. A little bit closer. Whoops. Just to round that off a bit more. How cute. So do I do the dangly legs? I could do, but I'm not going on this one because I found it quite a bit difficult. So you're going to get covered over most of it anyway. So let's get rid of our bits out the bin. Grab some dimensionals for those. Got white bits on my fingers. Right, with my star, don't press that down yet, Gaynor. Oh, it's too late. I've ruined that one. I'm going to glue my star to the end and then pop a little. So I'm going to grab some glue, just undo it. When it wants to come out. I'm having a right old time with this, aren't I? There we go. I think I need to clean my nozzle. So I'm attaching glue to the end here and dropping it on my desk like a silly sausage. I'm going to position my little starfish on there as well. I might pen at the end on this one, so let's do this manual. That's cute. Then we can add dimensionals on the back of all of it. That's better. Perfect. I like to use the outside pieces first. Oops. Bring in my little pot. I'm going to add this one on here. And then I'm going to add this one next. And then I'm going to add my ice cream. Whoops. Removing the back ends. So we've got him, and our little ice cream. Oh, maybe have I stuck that down too firmly yet? No, I didn't press. Oh, good save. So he's going to go down there and the ice cream is going to go just there. And then we can press everything down once we know we've got it in a spot. And take my Winker Stella. And I'm just dabbing because I don't want to transfer any of those colours. Again, nautical themed. I've got a little piece of scrap there. Just give this a little squeeze and a little helping hand. I just think this is just an adorable little card. You could add some glossy accents. I think that is really cute. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab my black journaling pen and where their eyes are, just add a dot. How cute. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet. So I'm going to zoom out just a little bit so you can see all the card. And I've got my Whale of a Time sequins. And I'm going to grab my little bow as well. And I've got my little tape. the back. Peel off the backing, and then we can, I mean, it didn't ask for a bow, but I just think it finishes it off. I think it's just the cutest thing. There. Grab some glue, and we're going to go 1, 2, and where else? And 3. A little white pen. And I'm going to use those little seashells again. Turn it over the right way. How sweet! Oh my gosh, I love it. And then I'm just going to grab my gel pen again, and because that required something to go down there, I was thinking of using sequins, but I think it's got enough going on. Just to add a line of that down there. So there is my version of week 39 sketch. And there's the one, whoops, I made earlier. How sweet. Hope you like them. I would love to see your renditions of this week's sketch. So come on over to group, Stamp with Joy. Stamp with Joy. I know you lovely ladies try and help me by saying Stamping with Joy, but that's a totally different channel. I am just Stamp with Joy. So come on over and yes, show me your renditions of this week's sketch. We do them once every week without fail. And then, I think that might need a little dimensional just on the end there. This tends to be poking up too high. And we don't want that now, do we? Perfect, that's laid him down properly. So there we go. Thumbs up, share, and don't forget to press subscribe if you're new. And I will see you. And don't forget the bell. I post every single day, so Mr. Boyce, you're a darling.
Okay.
Thank you so much for my cup of coffee. So until next time, thank you all for watching. Bye.